me, work for me, work the body for me.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this week's video is actually going to be me featuring the Coach Laurel shoulder bag, but this time it's in the signature print. Oh my goodness, you guys, I absolutely love this bag. Coach and their signature print with their designs, immaculate. 10 out of a 10, chef's kiss. I've actually already featured one of Coach's Laurel's shoulder bags, and I actually purchased it back during the week of Thanksgiving during the Black Friday sale, and it's in the color red, and I absolutely love that bag. But oh my goodness, like I said, you guys, when I purchased the Coach Laurel shoulder bag and the signature print, and it was in black, ugh, it's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. So we have a lot to unpack in this week's video. But of course, you already know before I can officially start this week's video, I have to take the time to just thank everyone. Thank you a million times. Thank you. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, you coming back for more. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for those who are new to this little community of mine. It means so much. I genuinely enjoy making YouTube videos. Like that has just always just been something that has just been near and dear to my heart. So thank you so much. And then of course, I have to thank my one and only Jesus Christ, because honestly, you guys, like I mentioned it before in last week's video, if it weren't for him, then none of you would be here. So thank you so much. But other than that, though, let's just go ahead and dive into this week's video of my Coach Laurel shoulder bag in the signature print. Okay, you guys, so for the grand reveal, three, two, one. Ah, oh my gosh. Isn't she a beauty? I mean, let's just take a moment for this phenomenal, beautiful, spectacular piece. Coach, you guys, Coach Outlet. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have probably seen this handbag before. I think it actually has been out for like a little while, but I was determined to get the signature prints with the Coach Laurel shoulder bag. I just want to show you up close. I mean, look at that beautiful, stunning leather. It's the logo for me, the C's, the signature C's. Beautiful. I mean, immaculate. And then, of course, to seal the deal with the gold hardware. Oh, you guys, this is a beautiful bag, beautifully designed by Coach. I mean, spectacular. And then I know they do have this also in the chalk color and then also the sage. But to my defense, because I did mention earlier, I do actually already own the Coach Laurel shoulder bag in the red color with the pebbled leather. And oh my goodness, I love that just as much as I love this one. I wanted to purchase another Coach Laurel shoulder bag in the color black, because we already know black, it's a neutral color. It's definitely, a color that can be worn really any kind of way. I mean, you can dress the color black up, down, you name it. And then I also like it because it's just, an everyday type kind of look. And then also with the beautiful design of just the Laurel bag itself, Coach did a phenomenal job. I would definitely consider this to be the top number one pick when it comes to like having an everyday bag. I can get so much stuff inside of this bag, and I do want to show you what I have inside, you guys. I'm not going to go through and name everything, but it is typically like my essentials. And you can see there is so much of space in this bag. So many things can get in this bag. I absolutely love this bag. I don't know what type of leather this is, if it's like quilted Napa leather, but we already know Coach never disappoints when it comes to their quality and the leather and the craftsmanship. And then also too, to note, with the Coach Laurel shoulder bag, you do get like the shorter shoulder strap. And then you also get the longer shoulder strap. And I do like that they give you options, but you already know, you guys, for those of you that have been watching me some time, I don't typically wear like the longer strap. I have just always been a girl to just opt for the shoulder, like the shoulder strap, but just like the shorter version. But we love that though. We do like that we have options, you guys. But there is a backstory behind this bag, you guys. Like, I'm not really going to go into details as far as like the Laurel bag itself, because like I mentioned before earlier, I did a review about the bag back around in November. I featured it in my Black Friday haul for 2024. I even also talked about what was inside of the Laurel bag, but there is a backstory behind me getting my hands on this bag. So, for those of you that know, for whatever the reason, this seems to be a top number one pick on Coach, their website, their Coach outlet website, I should say. I feel like this design came out, I don't know if it was like towards the latter part of December or if it was like at the beginning of January, but I noticed every single time that I tried to order this bag, it was always out of stock. The black color, the chalk color, and the sage color. And the last time that I checked, it was currently still in stock. But you guys, here's my little story about me finally being able to get my hands on this bag. So I actually purchased this bag back on Thursday, January the 16th. Now, what I did, because I knew that the bag, it was constantly out of stock. Like every single day, I was literally on Coach's website trying to see if the bag was in stock. So I was determined to get up early. I said, okay, Sable, we have to strategize a plan. And I know I'm probably taking it, a bit too serious, but you guys, I wanted this bag. I just felt like it's one of these bags that's eventually going to be like, I don't know, like a limited edition piece. I just wish Coach would just go ahead and make it like a permanent piece, like on their outlet website. But I was determined to get my hands on this bag. And I just feel like with this bag being so popular, it was out, like always out of stock. So what I did, I actually set an alarm Wednesday night, which was the 15th of January. I set an alarm for Thursday, January the 16th for like 4 a.m. in the morning. So I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and guess what, you guys? This bag was in stock. So I was like, aha. So it seems like Coach, and this is just speculation, just me just talking. So please, don't take what I'm saying right now as something seriously. But I just kind of noticed it seemed like they did the restock of this bag and maybe even perhaps other bags like overnight when they knew people, might not be up scouring the internet trying to purchase the bag. But like I said, you guys, before, me thinking outside of the box and strategizing a plan, I set an alarm for that Wednesday night, which was January the 15th, for 4 a.m. for the morning of Thursday, January the 16th. I went on Coach's website, the outlet website that is, and I was able to get the bag. I was just so shocked. I got the bag, but I noticed though, they only had the black color available at the moment. And I mean, of course, that was the color that I wanted anyways. So yes, I was able to get the bag on the 16th. Guess what, you guys? The bag even shipped the same day on the 16th, like out to me. So I was even more shocked. I was like, wow. I literally got up this morning. I ordered this bag like at 4 a.m. January 16th, that Thursday, and literally that afternoon, it said that my bag was shipped. And then I think later on that evening, still Thursday, January the 16th, I got another notification email from Coach telling me that my bag was scheduled to be delivered on Saturday, January the 18th. So I was super excited, you guys. I was like, look at Coach. Like, seriously, they could never do wrong, like in my eyes. So, you guys, Saturday, Saturday, January the 18th arrives, and I'm just waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting because it said that my bag was supposed to be delivered through UPS. So, Saturday, it's here. I decide to check my little UPS tracking number, and it says, I think, like maybe around 1 o'clock p.m., it's like, your package is in its central, like local destination site, which is actually Huntsville, Alabama for me. So it said that it was here in Huntsville, Alabama, but disclaimer, it said, even though you're, and this is, please, you guys, like I said, don't take what I'm saying. I mean, take it seriously, but what I'm saying, it's not what the message on UPS said verbatim. This is just me kind of just doing like a little summary of it. But basically, to make a long story short, because we know how long winded Sable can be, UPS basically said, even though your package is in its destination site, which is Huntsville, Alabama, we are unable to deliver it due to the unforeseen circumstances of today's weather forecast. And in my mind, I was just like, okay. Even though the weather outside was just cold and raining. And another disclaimer, UPS also mentioned that even though weather conditions in your destination site might not be affected, we're still not going to be able to deliver it. So I was very confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because I just had all of this, anticipation. I was so excited. I was just like, wow, I'm literally about to have my bag. Like I said, Coach did a phenomenal job. This, like, Coach, 10 out of a 10. But now, the only thing that I was dealing with was just the handbag being delivered by UPS. So I was like, okay, cool. So at that point, they didn't even provide me like with an updated delivery date and time. This is UPS. So I decided to just leave it alone that Saturday afternoon. And something told me, Sable, go back to the UPS site and, just check with your tracking number that you have. So you guys, I did that. And I think this was at this point, like around 8 o'clock p.m., still Saturday night, Saturday, January the 18th. It then had an update from UPS. UPS basically said, we apologize for your package being delayed. We're now going to be able to deliver your package on Tuesday, January the 21st. And I was like, okay, that's cool because I knew that Monday it was a holiday. So Monday was Martin Luther King holiday. So I knew like a lot of things were going to be closed. So that was fine. I'm like, okay, cool. So Tuesday, Tuesday rolls around, you guys. At this point, it is Tuesday, January the 21st. So, of course, I'm even more excited, anticipating my bag. I can't wait to get it. I go off to work, and something's to Sable, check it. Just check your UPS tracking number. So at this point, it seemed like everything was, on track. UPS basically said, your package is out for delivery. I want you to pay close attention to this next part that I'm about to say, you guys. UPS tracking said that my package was out for delivery at 8:52 a.m. on the morning of Tuesday, January the 21st. So I was so excited. I was at work. I was thinking about my handbag the whole entire day. And then I decided to check it again like around noon. So 12 p.m. noon. This is still Tuesday, January the 21st. It's then given me an actual time frame as to when my package, which is this beautiful Coach Laurel signature bag, was supposed to be delivered. It said that it would be delivered between the hours of 3:15 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. So, okay, I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm like, I know for certain I will definitely be home at that time. So I got off from work, sat around in my apartment. I even decided to go ahead and meal prep. I did a few chores, you guys, watched a little YouTube to support, you know, people that I watch and follow. You guys, 5:15 rolled around, my purse nowhere to be found. So I was even more, just antsy and anxious. And in my mind, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am praying that my purse was not delivered to the incorrect address because that actually has happened before. It hasn't happened before with UPS, but it has happened before with United States Postal Service. So, when that happened, and I know I'm getting off topic, you guys, but yeah, a couple of years ago, I had ordered like a package. I think it was like clothes, and it was delivered to the incorrect address. And this sweet person was so kind enough to literally come to where I was staying at the time and said, hey, I think I may have inadvertently received your package. That was so sweet because, guys, you know the type of world we live in. Some people are just not honest. They don't do that. And in my mind, I just say to myself, what is going through your head to keep something that belongs to someone else and not try to attempt to, redeliver it? That is just so weird. Like, I don't know. I guess it's because I have a conscience. My conscience, it constantly speaks to me. So I just believe in doing the right thing. But okay, you guys, moving on. So we're still on the evening at this point of January the 21st. This is Tuesday. So, I was thinking, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what if my purse was delivered to the incorrect address? But I will say, a few times when UPS has delivered packages to me, they usually take like a picture, basically showing you this is proof that your package was delivered. Now, this is not all the time, but this has been a couple of times. I don't know if it just has something to do with like what is inside of the package, the reason as to why they do that. But I have noticed it seems like for Coach, the few items that I have ordered through Coach Outlet and even Coach Retail, they usually are delivered through UPS and they always take a picture. And I love that. I absolutely love that. So I decide to check my tracking status again for my handbag. And at this point, you guys, it says that my package is supposed to be delivered at 7 p.m. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I get it. It's very cold outside. I know that these men are out here working really, really hard for UPS and women. So I do want to note, you guys, I'm not complaining at all about like just the delivery person, like he, she, whoever that person was. I'm more so just complaining about how the communication was relayed to me because it was so confusing. That's why I say, please pay attention. So we go from package, you know, supposedly being delivered, or it was supposed to be delivered to my home between the hours of 3:15 to 5:15. That didn't happen. And then it was updated to 7 p.m. So, you guys, I wait and wait. It's 7 o'clock. Package is still not there. This point, it's 7:57. Package still not there. And I said, okay, let's just check it. Let's check the tracker again on UPS. You guys, this is where it just really went downhill for me. Like I said, it's just the whole communication like issue. I don't know if it's like, AI generated with UPS and, their tracking system to where they, tell the computer to input, this message to, the customer. But I kid you not, you guys, when I went on UPS's tracking site, at this point, it still had package out for delivery, had been out for delivery since 8:52 a.m. Tuesday, January the 21st. But then it also had the date of will be delivered on Wednesday, January the 22nd. So in my mind, I'm just like, okay, well, then which one is it? Because it's like you're saying my package is still out for delivery, has been out for delivery since 8:52 a.m. But then you also have this new date where it says new updated delivery date, Wednesday, January the 22nd. So yeah, you guys, at this point, I was very upset. Like I said, no complaints at all to the hard working men and women who were out there, making people happy like myself and making sure that we get our packages, nicely wrapped in neat. It was just the communication. That's why I'm saying I really feel like it may be AI generated or something. But y'all, I was so upset. So I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm like, I'm just going to keep it in God's hands. I just pray that my purse, it is still out there to be delivered. In the event that I don't get the purse until the next day, which was going to be Wednesday, January the 22nd, so be it. So at this point, you guys, I went ahead, took me a shower, got me a little snack, and then I get this email. I was literally in my kitchen making a snack, and this was a little after 8 o'clock. Get this email. It's from Coach. Coach Outlet says, "Thanks, Sable. Your package has been delivered." And in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, what? So I literally stopped what I was doing, read the email. Coach is really good for having like the tracking status, like embedded inside of the emails that they send. Clicked on it, you guys. It said delivered 8:32 p.m. So I said, wow. So I guess during the time that I was taking a shower and freshening up and making my snack, my purse literally had been delivered in that span of time. And surely enough, I opened my front door to my apartment, and there she was in a box waiting for me to open. So you guys, like I said, this was a story. It was a wild ride. It was definitely a roller coaster, you guys. But like I said, once again, so please don't come for me in the comments section. UPS, like I said, I just think it was more so maybe an issue with the computer system. Message may have been AI generated because I mean, that would confuse anybody. You're seeing it saying that, your package is still out for delivery, but yet they have this new updated date for your purse to be delivered. But yes, you guys, I love her. Once again, shout out to Coach Outlet. You always do a phenomenal job. I will always be a Coach girly, Coach Outlet, Coach Retail, you name it. I love Coach. And then also, too, once again, I do want to thank UPS. I want to thank UPS genuinely of how appreciative I am for making sure that I got my package, even though it was so confusing, you guys. But yeah, that is a little backstory behind me getting my Coach Laurel shoulder bag and the signature print. Coach, if someone is watching, an employee, a spokesperson, whoever, consider making this beautiful handbag a permanent piece in the outlet collection because when I tell you, it is stunning. I honestly think if they even went and made a backpack in this version, beautiful. Chef's kiss. I mean, Coach delivered with the signature C's. They did. Like, this is beautiful. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's just right. And I love it. But yeah, you guys, that is actually a wrap for this week's video. I definitely hope you enjoyed it. I am going to check to make sure that they do still have the Coach Laurel shoulder bag and the signature print in stock. It may be in stock, you guys, because like I said, it felt like I was in the Hunger Games. For those of you that have ever watched the series of Hunger Games, and I know I'm just being dramatic and extra right now, but that is how it felt for me to finally get my hands on this bag, and it was worth every penny that I spent. But yeah, you guys, so I'm definitely going to make sure that I can, hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed when you do watch this video, that it will be in stock. You already know Sable is going to hook you up. She's going to have it listed and linked below in her description. And then remember also, too, the bag, it does come in chalk. It does come in sage. And then also, too, you guys, if you do even have like a local Coach outlet, I would definitely advise for you to just go and take a peek because you may very well look up there. But yeah, you guys, me once again, just going off in a little rant. But other than that, though, please like, subscribe, comment, and until next week, bye.